What's up guys, it's Lettuce Sauce, and today we'll be discussing things you should know when you play Persona 5 The Royale. There are many little details that change from P5 to P5R, and the tutorials in P5R don't usually tell you every single thing. They do tell you a lot, however, some of them may be missed if you're not paying attention or if you just forget, since a lot of it is in the beginning. So we'll be going over those little things and the secret things that I found out in my playthroughs. In P5R, the convenience store job now allows for your party members to show up at the store. It plays a small cutscene while also giving you confidant points toward your next confidant rank. I'm not sure if this is RNG based or how many times you do it, but I know Kazumi is always 100% gonna show up when you first do it. I'm not sure, I haven't played around with this, so if you want, you could just keep going until your character shows up. But I'll leave that up to you. We'll go on to the next one. The gym now allows for you to always gain points even after you master the last tier of exercises. For those of you unaware, in P5, if you kept doing the last tier of exercises after you master it, the amount of HP and SP points you gained would dramatically decrease. And if you kept doing it, it would always be 3 HP and 1 SP, I believe. I'm not sure the exact number. But now in P5R, they either removed that limit or they made it so that you could keep going for a longer time before it starts decreasing. Atlas is really lenient on the stat boost you gain now, since they don't limit anything basically. So now they basically encourage you to be able to make your SP 999 and HP 999 because you carry these stats over to New Game Plus. So feel free in New Game Plus to continuously go to the gym, because eventually you start off on New Game Plus with 999 HP. The next thing you should know is that Haru now grows 4 items as opposed to 2 in P5. While this is probably obvious to a lot of people, this will probably be like, wow, why did you include this? I thought it'd be nice to mention it because this was already a useful confidant skills where you could get SP items and they were really good. So I thought I'd just mention it, for newcomers to go and look forward to something about their favorite confidant. So I thought I'd just add it in. You remember in Persona 5 when there were so many cutscenes during the day and you couldn't really do anything at night? And you wondered, why can't I just read a book or whatever? Well, now in P5R, they changed that. You can perform actions during the day where there are a lot of cutscenes. Usually, you could just craft, but it doesn't hurt to check if you could work out, read a book, or do the crossword. Those points you get when you do those things are very valuable in Persona 5R, because they did increase the amount you have to get before you level up to the next rank. So each day counts, and these nights where there's a lot of cutscenes, they start adding up and you get so much free time once you're at that ending point. So be sure to check it every single time. You should always check your phone when you have a message now. I know that if you play P5, you're probably like, oh wow, why would I check my phone? I could just check the map. Well, now there's optional conversations that the Phantom Thieves have, and there's like new conversations that they show pictures, and there's funny scenes that are exclusive to that conversation. So it never hurts to check it, see if there's like a missing message with the Phantom Thief logo. I know personally, from experience, I missed a lot of these in my first playthrough, and I didn't realize that was a thing until like halfway. So I'm really sad that I missed a lot of the starting ones, but that's why New Game Plus exists. And if you want to experience everything, it never hurts to just press square every now and then. The last tip I'm going to give you is probably the most important tip in this video, and something you should definitely know. This is a personal tip from me to you, but always be prepared for the worst in the last few palaces. Now you might be wondering, well, no crap, Lettuce, that's what the time between palaces is for. Gearing up, getting items. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about status effect skills. Now, you're still wondering, wow, why would I do that when I could just kill everyone? I'm a master at P5. I know all the weaknesses to all these demons. No, it doesn't matter. As someone who's played P5 like 20 times, that's Japanese and English each. That is nothing. That did not prepare me for what I saw during the last few palaces. You know, you're going along in the palace, getting hyped up because you know that Rivers in the Desert is gonna come up, or that final boss is coming up, whatever. But then you run into a familiar face and you're like, huh, I don't remember this demon here. I thought this was later on in the game. Then you're like, oh, this is no sweat. I know the weakness to this. Let me just double check. You double check. You realize it has no weakness. So you're like, alright, I'll use my best skills on my personas right now. And then you realize, wow, this does no damage. So you're a few minutes into this fight and you realize you didn't even chip away half his health. You could run, but you want those prizes at the end. Maybe there's a big prize or a lot of money or items, and you don't want to run. But it's probably your best bet because at the end of that fight, you'll probably be depleted from SP and HP, and you'll have to use all those precious SP things you saved, and that's not really smart since the last palace in P5R is probably the longest. Status effects are really important in P5R, so always carrying a party member with it, like An that can cause Dormina, or just having it on your persona is very good. It'll make the last few palaces less painful, and you'll probably have a better time than just being stuck trying to chip away at this like super boss that's basically just a normal enemy. Well guys, that's all for today. I know it's not all the things you could learn about P5R or I could teach you about P5R, but obviously I'm not going to spoon feed all the little things because a lot of people find the enjoyment of looking at the little Easter eggs or the little details and the changes and whatever. And I agree. I'm not going to spoil it for those. I'll honor those people that don't want to be spoiled on literally everything about P5R. So I just gave you the general knowledge or the basics of what changed in P5R and some useful info that you probably wouldn't know even if you beat the game like 7 times, or you wouldn't notice. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed these kind of videos, I do want to keep doing commentary. Let me know in the comments or like the video, whatever. If you're not subscribed, obviously subscribe. I'll be doing more of these videos. A big thanks to all my Patreon supporters. I really am thankful for all the support you've given me this past year with all the YouTube stuff that's been going on and the fact that I had to delete like half my videos, but you guys helped me a lot. If you guys want to support my channel, of course you could check out my Patreon. If you want to see me stream some random game, I'll stream on Twitch. And if you guys want to follow me for the latest updates on P5R, or you just want to DM me something, be sure to check out my Twitter in the description. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.